Hello, Cheryl Crow. Well, sorry to keep you waiting. Hello, Dominic's Trains and Movies. I got 5 people in here so far. Good morning, sir. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll start. It's not going to be a long live stream, probably half an hour, but I just want to go over a whole bunch of stuff. My favorite steam engine? I don't know. For New Haven, probably the 080. Only because I like it, because it's a little switcher. Hello, Ron. So we're gonna do a little scenery tonight, and then I'm gonna show you a couple updates on the layout, and then we're gonna discuss what the future holds for this channel, so to speak. Okay, we got 2 likes, 6 people in here. It's kind of light tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna go. All right, guys, welcome to the live stream. Starting a little later than I wanted to, but first things first. I have 4 likes now. Some channel updates. Normally I was supposed to go live every second Friday, and that didn't work out too well last night. So I decided to go live tonight. I got to figure out a schedule. The original schedule was me going right after Vinny's show. That's just not going to work out. It's just last time I did it, my show went to 10:30 at night, and it's just too long. So I got to do something different, because I got to try to accommodate my schedule as well. So I'm gonna try an earlier time and see how that works. So this Friday coming up, my next live stream will be at 7 o'clock. So I'll send out an update, and then we can go from there. So the 21st, next live stream. Hello, Terrell time. Next live stream is the 21st at 7 p.m. What the show is going to be is, first part of it is going to be a Q&A. And then the next part, first half will be a Q&A. The second half is going to be a product review. The product review is going to be on the Atlas Gold Series. Yes, it's a live stream. The second part of the live stream for Friday will be a product review of Atlas Gold Series HH660. So we're going to unbox it, fire it up for the first time, and check things out on it. So we'll probably like that. So for the Q&A, if you have questions, send them to newhavenrails@gmail.com. All right? It's newhavenrails@gmail.com. And then we'll go over those questions. So the second announcement I want to make is t-shirts and hats. So the t-shirt order, I got to see what the interest is again. Last time I did it, the interest wasn't that good. So I'm gonna do it one last time. If there's interest, maybe we can do something. If not, maybe we can try with a hat. So yeah, I know you tripped me all the way up. So the t-shirts by September 30th, everyone needs to let me know if you want one or not. I still have to figure out the logo. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's to be determined. Prices are to be determined, but I'm going to try to keep the prices as low as I can. So if you guys are interested in hats, I can probably do hats as well. So I may have one made up and I'll show it to you guys and let me know if you like it or not. All right. So the third thing, I'm going to be doing some custom builds. You're probably going to start seeing them really soon, and they're going to be up for sale. So the custom builds will consist of Craftsman kits. I'm going to be doing some barges, HO scale barges, N scale barges, some boats, and also custom detail trucks. So they will be going up for sale once I get them built. And just to show you what I'm going to be building. Here's the first one, the utility barge. This is a Craftsman kit. It's HO scale. The next one is going to be this kit here, Tower Gas. So that will be available for sale soon once I build it. All right. And then I'm going to do some custom detailing of some trucks, such as these here. All right. I may make some CSX MOW trucks. I got plenty of decals to do it, so you'll be seeing those as well. Hello, Vinny. So as far as the custom builds go, once they start rolling out, you'll probably see the barge first, then the garage, and then a bunch of others. I do have a couple that you can't get anymore that will be built. So if you guys are interested in them, I'm going to put them up for sale. I will be building, probably towards the holidays, a big HO scale barge, and that will be going up for sale as well. Hello, Jack. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff built and maybe in time for the holidays. All right. So that's pretty basically it on the announcements. So starting Friday, again, just a quick recap. The 21st will be a live stream Q&A. If you want to have a question, send it to newhavenrails@gmail.com. And then I'm going to do a product review on the HH660 from New Haven. Atlas Gold Series, has lock sound. We talked about the t-shirts and the custom build. So let's get on to the live stream for tonight. So check the chat really quick. Okay, so I've added some different things in the yard here. Let me get my pointer. So I did some research. A friend of mine actually worked for the New Haven Railroad, and I asked him, how did the New Haven have follow points in the yard? So, and what he said was that New Haven Railroad painted certain ties in the yard yellow. So as you can see here, I just dry brushed this tie here yellow. I'm gonna put some more weathering on it. So that's basically the follow point for this track. All the yard tracks have them now within the lower yard. Let me see if I can move my camera so you can see the rest of them. You can probably see those there. So that's basically as far as you take those trains or the cars or whatever you're working on, so you don't follow the switch and follow the tracks. So that was one update I did in the yard. And the next update I did was I added signs to the switches. And I'll show you why. Take this out of the... So this is our yard panel. All right. You got you got 5 powered switches, LY1 through LY5. Sometimes it's hard to determine which switch is which in the yard. So what I did is I added signs, little signs to each switch. So when I start doing op sessions and someone's working as a yard master, they know which one to throw. Something very simple, just like that. All right, and as you can see, I got the yard office there. The boss is in town. You can see his car there. And a friend of mine who actually is taking his layout down gave me this little outhouse, and he got a little guy in there doing his thing. So that was a new addition to the layout. But these are actually switch numbers. They're not track numbers. These are the actual switch numbers. So when you're throwing iron in the yard, that's for the yard master. All right. Any questions on those? Okay. Okay. So next thing I want to talk about is scenery. So one of the things I'm going to be doing at the Fine Scale Expo coming up in November is I'm giving a clinic. And it's a platinum clinic. And if you want to learn how to do some really cool scenery, you can sign up and take that clinic. But I'll show some basic stuff here tonight. But if you guys want to see the best of the best as far as Craftsman kits, I would highly recommend you go up to that show up in Albany this year. Go up to the finescaleexpo.com and check it out. I'm doing 3 clinics this year. One on signs, one on photos, and a platinum clinic where you learn how to scratch build a billboard, and I'll be also doing a scene, a junk scene, like somebody dumped a whole bunch of junk there. So it's going to be really cool. Now, if you sign up for my clinic, I don't know if anyone's seen my video on casting. I'm not selling those castings, but whoever signs up for my platinum clinic will get a set of those castings to take home. So they're not going to be available to the public. I decided not to sell them. But if you sign up, you'll get a set. So why don't we start doing a little scenery. All right, so I'm basically, just for the camera purposes, so I don't have to move the camera around too much, we'll concentrate with the scenery in here. So this is the lower Bridgeport yard. Okay, this existed back in the New Haven days in the 50s. Right now, it does not exist. It's actually buildings and streets and everything else. They took the lower yard out. Unfortunately, you know, the only pictures that exist of the lower yard is when they had a crash there in 1955. Train was going through Jenkins Curve, supposed to be doing 30. He was doing 55 and derailed. So there was one engine that was a switcher in the lower yard that actually got hit by the locomotive, and it still stayed in service. Was the 0949, which is actually this one here. So Proto made these a few years back. So this is actually my lower yard switcher. So how many people we got here? 13 people. So when you guys and all the modelers out there, when you start putting scenery on your layout, what do you use for a reference point? Pictures, books? I like to use books personally. So Morning Sun makes a lot of books, and obviously they make a lot of books on the New Haven. So let's take a look at this really quick. I'm going to try to find you a picture of the lower yard so you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Actually, here's a good picture to show. Here's a switcher. Now, if you want to see what the main lines look like when Interstate 95 was first built, when the New Haven was still there, there's a picture right there. That's in Devon, Connecticut. All right. A small little switcher going through Devon. Those are the main lines, believe it or not, and you can see all the grass growing through the tracks and on the sides. So you can imagine how easily you can model that today. All right. So these books really help you out a lot. All right. Try to find another picture for you. Yeah, you can definitely do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, if you're modeling the Midwest, it may look a little different than Connecticut would. For instance, does everybody remember the video I did down Joey's layout in Florida? When I was down there putting his Port of Miami in, obviously the Miami water looks a lot different from Connecticut water. So I had to do a little different modeling there. Just give me 1 second and I get to a picture. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, so there's the 0949 getting hit by the train. And if you look, this is plain dirt. There's no ballast. All right, so that's in the lower yard. All right, there's another picture. Unfortunately, this is all of a wreck. But this is Jenkins Curve. But just by looking at these pictures, you get a feel what it looked like. All right, let me try to find you one more. Okay. Here's Cedar Hill Yard, New Haven. Now, this is at the end of its life. There's another. So you can tell what it looked like back when. And you can tell where all the engines parked. You can see all the sand. All right. So again, using books, using prototype pictures definitely will help your modeling. So why don't we start? I'm going to start putting some scenery down. And we'll start right about there. Use that's what I'm going to start with. Medium dirt, soil. Okay, you get this from Scenic Express. And there is the number. I used this on the last live stream. All right. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. I'm using regular craft paint. You don't have to use anything crazy. Everybody still with me? Okay. So we're just going to spread it out. And I learned this from the guys up at the expo. So if you want to learn how to do really cool scenery, come on up and learn. Now what the paint is going to do, the paint is this going to act as a glue. That's it. When I put the ground cover in first before I do anything else. What I like to work in is a little glop of paint I want to get rid of. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm putting down paint. I like to work in 1 foot areas, no bigger. Yeah, it's a nice, easy technique to use. Try not to get on the ties. And by the way, all this track is all weathered. I weathered it already. Okay. And now we're ready for ground cover. There's 17 people in here. I have to figure out what night is going to work better for me. So I may jump from Friday and Saturday. Guys, you don't need a lot of scenery to put down. Okay, I almost did the whole thing at 1 spoonful. So here's the technique, guys. You take a spoonful and just lightly tap. That's it. Now, if it's like clumps up in certain areas and it's not perfectly flat, that's okay because the ground is not perfectly flat. It'll look more prototypical. Okay. Now I'm going to go in there with the fine. And you don't need a lot. And the fine's going to do is give you a little bit of a different shade of brown, and also a little bit different texture. And so it's going to be random. Okay, so if you're doing this near switches, be extremely careful with the points, especially when you go in there with the glue. You do not want to glue a switch shut. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. All right. I gotta go to my book because I want to see if I can find the picture. Give me 1 second. There's a certain picture I want to show you if it's in here. Okay. Check this out. All right, so this is in Connecticut, Greens Farms. But if you notice, right around here, it's dark. All right, it almost looks like black soil. All right, so that's what I want to put in there. All right, so let's go back to the layout. Not bad. You could add a little green in there if you really wanted to. I might have to go get some. Oop, too much. All right. All right, let me get some green. I'll be right back. Check the chat quick. 16 people, 14 likes. All right. All right. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use is burnt grass, T1344. And I'm just putting this I'm just taking a pinch in my fingers just like this and holding it about 8 inches above the scenery and just letting it drop down. So I really don't want a lot of green because it is a yard. I'm going to put grass tufts here and there. Okay, good. Now, one thing when you're doing scenery, have a logbook or some type of notebook and log down what you're using. It's important for obvious reasons. You want everything to look the same. All right. All right. Let's see here. Get my alcohol. All right, I'm back. So what I'm going to use a little rubbing alcohol, 91%. You don't need a lot. All right. What time is it? I got 40 minutes on this stream. It's around 9:45ish. I got to be off in about 15 minutes because Toy Man is probably ready to go. All right, so take the, you can use a pipette. I use a little eyedropper and start saturating the scenery. I've seen some modelers use spray bottles. You can do that. The problem with that, sometimes, not all the time, it tends to blow the scenery around. So this tends to keep it where it should be. Okay. Now we're going to get ready to get our glue ready to go. I'm using Woolix Scenics matte medium, already prepared. Same method. When you get that milky appearance right on top, that's enough greenery. This way, if once you have your alcohol and the glue just soaks right in. And you do the same thing for your when you do your ballast as well. So it cuts the surface tension. But that's a good question. Anybody else have any questions? Well, if they come Friday, the 21st at 7 p.m., there's going to be a Q&A. So send your questions to newhavenrails@gmail.com, and we'll do a live Q&A plus a product review. Yeah, I know, it does. Yes, it does. Some people use the wet water. Some people use alcohol. Still works the same. But it does look blue, but it's not. It better not dry blue, otherwise I have a problem. Yep, you can do that too. But this area is pretty much soaked. It's so soaked that the alcohol is actually coming out over here. Haven't decided yet. I don't with the t-shirts. It all depends on how many people want them, and I have to be careful with the YouTube logo. All right, guys. So it is almost 10 o'clock, and Toyman's about to start. So I'm gonna let him do his thing. Yes, sir. That is the lower yard. Well, part of it anyway. So I'm gonna let Toyman do his thing. Again, I'll see everybody on Friday, the 21st, 7 p.m. I'll send out a reminder email. And I know you want one. I know. I'll send out a reminder email, and we'll go from there. So thanks for whoever's in here. I appreciate it, and appreciate you stopping by on a Saturday night with me. So I'll see you on Friday. Have a great weekend.